Hello and welcome. This is the Digital Office at Home podcast, and my name is Marian LaSalle. I'm a digital marketer. I work from home. I love it. And the people that are with me today are part of my community. I am very proud of that. So my co-host today is Gail Kendig. Well, it's every day. And our special guest is Coach Nevada, and we are so excited to have her here. So I've got all kinds of questions for her. I know Gail does too. But I just want to tell you a little bit about what we're doing here. So what we want to do is think about freedom. What does that mean to you? Does that mean you're going to work a job, but you have time off to do the things that you want until you can retire and then maybe go full time? Or does that mean you want to get rid of your job in the worst way and you're trying to find a way to do that, and that's going to be your freedom? Or is it that you're retired and you want to figure out how you're going to make extra money? Because you know what? It costs a lot of money now to live on this planet, don't you think? It is very expensive and getting more so. So anyway, I'm not going to waste any more time. I just want you to know that if you're here watching us on YouTube or you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app, we're glad that you're here. And we want you to talk about anything that you would like to talk about. So if you'd like to be a guest or you'd like to see somebody special on one day, let us know. So I'm going to turn it over now to my co-host, Gail, and she's going to introduce herself.
Well, thanks, Miss Marian, and thank you everyone who is now going to be watching us at some point. We are very excited to have Nevada. She has shown and proven and been a guest with our community numerous times because she stands out. I mean, the stuff that she produces, we're all digital marketers, most of us, and she just makes everything look so cool. She's so talented, and that's why we asked her to come out so she can share some of her tips and tricks with you. And
me too.
Well, with you, because you're watching us all together. This is all, we haven't rehearsed anything, so this is fresh. We're all fresh as a daisy. And I really just do appreciate everybody being here, but especially Nevada. And she just mentioned, just briefly, she's a little shy, but you would never know it. And we are going to ask her a couple of questions that she's going to feel very comfortable answering. She's going to forget she's on camera. And you can come back and watch this anytime, share it with your friends, because being a digital creator and working from home is such a freeing experience. Many of us have worked other jobs. Now, I don't know if Nevada has another job or not. She's going to probably tell us that. And but if you are trying to break free from corporate America and building someone else's dream out there and not your own, then this is a place that you want to be. So Miss Nevada Howard, thank you again for being here. You are so beautiful and precious to us, and you're very helpful to so many people in our community. What is it that you love best about our digital community?
The thing I loved best about the digital community is that it's online. I've been in the, let's say, the marketing world, network marketing world, for a very long time. And when I started, things were done kneecap to kneecap. You went out to meeting places and to people's homes and stuff like that. So in the digital landscape, I like the idea that everything can be done from the comfort of home.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Exactly.
Now, I want to clarify that home means a lot of different things to different people, because for me, my dream is a motor home, so that I can, as long as I have good, strong internet, I have my laptop with me. That could be where I run my business, is wherever I am. My sister has a beautiful home. I can just park in her driveway. My daughter has a motor home that sits next to her house. It's right next to the router. High-speed internet. It's beautiful. So, and Gail said, I might be able to come to her house as long as I have my own motorhome next to her.
Don't come to
Just in the summertime. But so I love that answer. Home.
So true. So true. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it too, because home, it could be on the beach if that's where you want home to be. You can work from anywhere. So
I love it. I love that.
All right. Now I have a question for you, Coach Nevada. I would have never guessed this in a million years because your online personality is so out there. It is bold. It is beautiful. It is attractive. It is all the things that most people want when they think of themselves as a marketer. And you told me that you were a little shy. And I went, how does that work? Okay, because I'm an extrovert. And so I can walk up to anybody, anywhere, and start a conversation and turn it around into, so don't you need a website? Don't you need a funnel? You know, have you ever heard of affiliate marketing? I can do that. But I don't think people who consider themselves shy would be able to do that or would want to do that. So can you tell us a little bit more about how do you make money if you're shy or if you're an introvert?
Well, I'm actually an extrovert. I'm not an introvert. So it would probably come across as somewhat of an oxymoron in saying, okay, you're an extrovert, but you're shy. As a kid, I was very shy, but nobody really knew because I've always had this outgoing personality. But say, for instance, and this will help someone who maybe will be considering going live. People think that because you're an extrovert that it doesn't bother you at all, that you're not shy, you're not afraid, you don't get the butterflies. But I get butterflies and I get scared and I'm shy when it comes to actually being live. It kind of goes away maybe after a while, but it is there, it is present. So for those people who may be a little shy themselves about going live, don't automatically assume that when you see someone that is outgoing, don't assume that they're not having the same butterflies that you're having.
I know exactly what you're saying because I've been a motivational speaker for many, many years and also a performer. I've sung all my life. And no matter what, I always get the butterflies. And it's just like so nerve-wracking. And then, it's just, it does go away, thank goodness, but it doesn't matter. And so I guess I understand what you're saying when you're an extrovert, but just a little shy. I totally got that.
Okay. All right. So just so you guys know, I'm an extrovert that's not shy. So when you turn the camera on, I'm like, hi, everybody. How's it going? I have no butterflies. There's nothing going on except I get to share. I am so excited that I get to share what I have inside of me. And I want to help people take that, whatever is exciting to them, and help them with that. So now, if it's a live audience, that's different.
I love live.
Going live online there's no butterflies. Can you believe that?
I love live audiences.
I have butterflies either way, whether I'm live or what.
Agree, yeah, I think it's a natural thing for, like, what do they say? People would rather die than speak in front of a crowd.
That's what they hear. That's what they. That's what
they prefer.
Now, I have a story. It's a short story. I have a short story that I think you guys are really going to like this, since we're talking about going live, whether you're, shy or not, doesn't matter. The first time that I ever put myself out there, it was a phone interview. It was a live show. I guess it was, it was on the radio. It was on the radio, and I was calling in. So it wasn't anywhere near where I was. And there was a big audience, and I knew that. And this is the first time, very first time. I was having a panic attack because I could hear them saying, and coming up is our guest, Marian, LaSalle. And I'm thinking, I literally lost my breath. I couldn't think, I couldn't breathe. And my business partner was sitting next to me, and I handed her the phone. I said, here, you got to do it. Oh my God. She said a few cuss words and told me to get over myself and do it. You wanted to do this. Why did you do it? If And so I did it. And now here comes the funny part. After it's over and I'm off the air and I'm talking to the lady who interviewed me, she goes, I thought you were having sex, Marian.
Oh my gosh.
Because I was breathing.
So you went on camera. It was no voice.
It was just a voice. And that's how scared I got.
Oh, that's too crazy.
Yeah, it's scary, but we do it scared. That's what I always tell everybody. Hey, just do it scared.
Do it scared, because that is real and people can relate to that. So Miss Nevada, we are affiliate marketers. We have we have joined a program and we are affiliates with a company, but we all have our own individual companies within that scope. How do you explain to new people what you do as an affiliate? What's an affiliate?
An affiliate is someone who markets online, and you don't have to have your own product because you are marketing other people's products.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the definition of affiliate marketing, which is so cool because while there are some people who have the ingenuity to be able to create their own products, isn't it wonderful to know that you can still create an income online even if you don't have or don't want to create your own product?
Yeah, and I love that you made it so simple because we can do both, right? With a product that we have, we sell, we get 80% commission on what we never had anything to do in the first place. We just show people, we share it, but then we can create our own vision, our own spirit, our own gifts and talents. Like you said earlier when we were talking before we went live, you want to help people get their message out to the world and their own uniqueness. And that's what you help with. So it is so exciting to have the best of both worlds. And tell me, what is the cost of doing that?
What is the cost of
What's the initial cost to be able to start your own business, whether you're affiliate or you want to do your own thing?
Well, now to do your own thing, it could actually be zero cost depending upon what it is that you're choosing to do. And let's just say that you have some knowledge that or a subject that you're passionate about, and you want to share that knowledge or share that passion with the world. Say gardening, you're passionate about that, and you've got some tips and tricks, with your gardening and that kind of thing. You can actually do a Zoom and share. You can do it live and share the tips and tricks, and then you can take that live recording and actually package it and share it for a fee to the marketplace, to other garden enthusiasts.
Right.
So in that regard, you wouldn't have to have any monies to get started. But as far as getting started, maybe selling someone else's products, there are companies who they're called paid affiliate. That means that you do have to own the product in order to be able to market it. But then there are other companies or products that you don't have to pay in order to market it. So it could be free, 99 as they say, or it could range anywhere, from $10 all the way to,
there's so many options, but that's what's great about your coaching opportunity is that you can answer all their questions, and you would have an answer for anyone who wanted to get started at any level and selling their own product or selling other people's products. And I think that's really, really awesome. I have another question about, and I want people to know, I love your Facebook page because I want to be that girl that you always show in those images. I want to be tall and thin, and I love those images. I just want to be that girl. And they're so, I don't know, they're so beautiful. And, you're just so talented when you're sharing things on Facebook. So those are tools that you use. You have multiple tools, I'm sure. We're always learning in this industry about tools. What are some of your favorite tools that over the years that well, first of all, how many years have you been doing this?
I've been in, do I have to tell that? I'm just kidding.
Well, just a few years.
In the network marketing space, probably for 40 years, maybe.
Oh, wow. So you're
for a very long time. I started fresh out of college, actually, in the network marketing space. Now, moving to the affiliate marketing space, I'd say I've done some affiliate stuff within the last maybe 15 years, off and on. Over the last, let's say, 3 years, I've gotten more and more involved in the affiliate marketing space versus the network marketing space.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hey.
And how many hours do you work a week, do you think?
I am a workaholic.
Because you love doing it.
Because it's not work for me.
Yeah.
It's just a natural part of my day. I'm always thinking marketing, always, I'm very creative. So I'm always thinking of ways to implement things. Who can I help? So because it's not work for me, because I absolutely love what I do. This is what I was born to do. Then it's not work. But, so yeah, I probably think I do it more than maybe I should, or someone would say that I do. But again, when you do what you love, you'll never have to work another job in your life.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to work for and build someone else's dreams anymore.
I have another story, ladies. This is so interesting talking about affiliate marketing, because I love it as well. And I was teaching someone about affiliate marketing, and I happened to be at her house. It was a friend of mine. And so I got on her computer and I said, well, what are you into? You know, what do you like? Like you had talked about gardening. And she said, oh, I don't know. And I said, okay, well, let's look outside and look around your house and let me just see if I can see anything. And I could see that she was into like aquaponic type of growing stuff, not gardening in particular, but you know, a certain kind, right? And I said, I bet you any money we could go and find a product that somebody's already created that would help somebody start an aquaponics growing thing, right? So sure enough, we went on a marketplace, and the marketplace had one for sale. It was 50% commission, and it had video, and it had how-to, everything you needed to start an aquaponics growing thing. So I keep calling it a thing because I don't know what you would call that. But anyway, so I didn't want to take the time to sign her up and do it, but I just showed her how easy. So I went there because I was an affiliate already. I got the affiliate link. They had all the graphics and everything for me. So I just went to my Facebook, not hers, mine. And I put it up there and it popped up. You know, when you put your information up there, a lot of times it pops up. It popped up there and I showed her how easy it was. She goes, oh, okay. All right. So the very next day I'm teaching somebody else, a totally different person. I said, well, I just did this for a friend of mine and let me show you how easy it was. Do you know I made a sale? I didn't even mean to, okay? Because I put that aquaponics how-to thing up on my Facebook. Somebody said, oh, that's good. And they bought it. Well, I made a commission. That's how easy it can be. Now, I'm not saying that it's all that easy, okay? Right. But I'm just saying, you know, just do what you love.
It can be that easy because you love it. So with Nevada, what would you say your target market is? Because I was on a Facebook Live last week, earlier in the week, and I'm still in shock about it because this person said, I don't like to work with people over 60. And he didn't really explain it. But I was, because maybe he did, but I was so dumbfounded by the words that I wasn't thinking straight, because I'm going to be 69 in April. And I'm thinking, I can't believe he just said that out loud. And our market is, we're so excited that we can retire from jobs that we haven't liked for so long. And we can do our own thing until we're dead, because we have so many people in the world that are online, all different ages. And I think our age, 50, 60, whatever, the sky's the limit. We can talk to the whole world and give them all of the knowledge. And
one of my favorite clients is 79. She'll be 80 in a couple months. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
So what is your target? Do you have a target market, or like, do you attract people all ages?
I think I kind of attract people all ages, but my target market is 50 and over and beginners, those who are just beginning to market online, because they relate so closely, because your 50 and over is usually a beginner. They're just kind of getting started, or you have to have a certain level of patience to
Yeah,
work
that's
with
it.
a clientele, but it's the same level of patience that you have to work with a beginner.
Yeah.
So that's my target market, 50 and over, or someone that's just beginning to learn how to market online.
Yeah, that's a perfect. I love that answer because I think patience is the key. It's one of the fruits of the spirit. So, I like to try to be patient with people too, but I need a lot of patience because, when you're learning tech stuff, we don't have to learn that much because everything's done for us. But in our brain, we think I have to be technical, but you really just hit the point and click a lot of times. You're just like, but once you get it, you get it. It's so, and then you say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was so stubborn in my head. You have to break those barriers for people, and patience is really a key. And I appreciate that for you.
I have a question about beginners. So where would you start? Let's say somebody's watching us and they're getting ready to retire and they really do want to start to make some money. Where do they start? You have a free 30-minute strategy session, so you could help them get started there. But what kind of questions are you going to ask them?
Well, it kind of goes back to what you kind of said, how you spoke with someone and you found what their passion was and showed them how you were able to use your product or service to help them, but it was with their passion. By the way, I just want to veer off for a second. That's called bridge marketing. And a lot of people, when they think of marketing online, they think that they need someone as a client that's a network marketer or that's a previous affiliate marketer, and you don't. In bridge marketing, you're finding someone who has a passion about something. It could be bowling. And once you find someone that has that passion about something, then you're able to show them how they can monetize that passion. And
Right.
so that's bridge marketing and going about things a little differently than the average person would go about it. There's lots and lots and lots of profits. And not only just profits, but a lot of ways to serve through bridge marketing, because you're helping a person in a way that they never thought that they would be able would do that. They never even thought of it. But I generally like to start a person off with what their passion is. What do you like to do? And then from there, I'm able to help them monetize their gift, talent, and ability based on what they love to do.
I love it because serving is a big part of our community and we're always serving each other. And I do love that when the light bulb moment goes off, the aha moment, when you say you can monetize, you can make money doing that. And they're like, ding, 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 really? You get their attention. It's like, really? And then of course you can talk. And they'll let you talk. I mean, a lot of times if they think you're a salesperson, you're going to sell me something. But once you start talking about their vision, their purpose in life, and that they could actually teach other people and make money, they're like, oh, tell me a little bit. All of a sudden, their whole attitude changes. So
that's so true. Yeah, when I started out in the network marketing arena, one of the things I found very early on is I would go sit kneecap to kneecap with someone to tell them about my product or service. But as I began talking to them, I found out that maybe they were interested in children. And before I knew it, I was telling them how they could put together a plan to work with kids, whether it be teaching them, maybe you're working with them from a theatrical standpoint, putting them together in a play, or teaching them whatever it is that you'd want to teach a child, what you'd want them to know, sharing wisdom and experience to help them along in their life. Before I knew it, I was helping them to put together an entire program and forgot all about the reason I was really there was to, share with them the product or service that I came to share. And I found myself doing that over and over again. And that's when, eventually I really wanted to back off of trying to get people to do what I wanted them to do.
Right.
Yes.
And get more involved in having people do what they want to do.
Wanted to do. I love it, love it, love it. As a recruiter, I think I was my last job. I was there for 14 years. I was so bad because I would get people who, well, they came in to be a caregiver, they had a big heart and everything. But then I would always say, "Do you have any hobbies or anything?" They say, "Oh, yes. Well, I do have a company. I create clothing. I have my clothing line." I'm like, wow. So now I'm like, well, you got to do that. So I say, you don't have to leave your job, but you always have to make time for your hobby until it becomes, more money than, but, because this is like a little bank account when you have a regular job, journey of the broke or whatever you want to call it, or journey, job. But everybody, you have money coming in when you first start sometimes, but you're never going to be happy if you don't follow your passion.
I've got a great story about this because
So true.
I got full of stories. This friend of mine was a hospice, not a nurse or anything, but she went around to get people signed up for hospice and palliative care. And so I don't know what recruiter I don't know what she is, what the title is. But anyway, she was so frustrated with the company because they didn't know what they were doing. And she was like, I could run this company better than they can. And I said, well, why don't you write up a book and we could sell it to other hospice companies to show them what they could do to make more money or to be a better hospice care, And sure enough, that threw her into this, I could do that. I was like, yeah, just every time you see something that this company's not doing right and you know how to do it better, then write it down. And then eventually you can write this book or a pamphlet that you could sell. And I'm telling you, you should have seen the light bulbs go off. Exactly. It was awesome.
And now, Nevada, do you have a book already, or are you thinking of writing one with all your experience?
I have started several books. And I have that entrepreneur gene that all of us have, where you start and you may not finish. But I do have a book called Affirmations to Step Into. Wait a minute, look, I forgot the name of my book. Step Into Your Greatness. Affirmations to help you step into your greatness.
Perfect.
And so I've started that book. And I actually have the whole entire book complete, but I have not had it published or anything like that.
You can do it on Canva. We've done quite a few books and help people with Canva, and you can do it right on Canva. Did you know that?
Yeah, I do. There's several different platforms that I had been exposed to, and just never really went back to revisit it. But I'm going to do it. Affirmations.
I'm encouraging you to do that because people need that. Talk about sharing and serving. I find, because I'm an expert at affirmations. I love them, but I think people do them wrong all the time because they just say, I am. Yes, I am are the very most powerful words you can start with that you say, but there's no emotional word to make you feel it. You're just saying, I am successful. I am blah, blah, blah. You say, I am right now feeling fantastic. I am right now feeling awesome. You have to put an emotional feeling behind that. And it's not just the I am. You got to just make it more meaty. Got to make it more.
The interesting thing, I'm glad you brought that up because that's how my book was actually born. I had a motivational call that I did every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we had 10 affirmations that we said at the end of the call.
Cool.
And so I had this idea that I wanted to say, okay, we don't want to just say these affirmations, but we want, I am worthy. What does worthy look like? And so that's what happened. I woke up one day and I said, I'm going to go through each affirmation, break it down so that we can start to learn the behavior that's associated with these affirmations. Yeah. And then it was so interesting. One day I was, I remember it so crystal clear. I was sitting on the side of the bed and something said, you're going to write a book, and I was about affirmations. I knew I wanted to write a book, but I wasn't planning to write a book about affirmations. And then, and I said, a book about affirmations? No, I'm not. And it came back to me, you're already doing it. Each time you get on the call and you break down one of those 10 affirmations, you're actually writing a book about affirmations. So the book actually ended up being 10 chapters about the 10 affirmations.
Fantastic.
So
I love that.
Okay, so put a date down after this call. Put a date down, the time you want to finish that, and then we can talk about it when you come back again, and we'll have it ready for people.
That's awesome. Thank you guys for joining us today. 30 minutes goes by way too fast.
So fast.
Yes. You know, we just get really going and it's over. So we appreciate everybody coming to visit us today. We appreciate you. You know, like I said, I see you online and I've never actually met you. So this has been a real treat for me. I hope you will come back, and I'd love to spend more time with you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Miss Nevada. Did you say Nevada or Nevada? Where'd you say?
You can call me Kansas, Mississippi. Pretty much answer to all of them.
All right, everybody. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now. Yeah, watch this video now. You're going to love it. It makes me cry every time. Happy tears.
How do you make dreams come true?
It takes faith to make your dreams come true. Life has something special right here for you. Everything has a season, a reason to grow. So don't be discouraged by your obstacles. No, never give up your right to be happy. Never give up. Be all you are meant to be. Things will always come to get us down, and it only gets worse when we start to frown. Let's keep hope alive in our hearts. Smile with gratitude, that's when the magic starts. Never give up your right to be happy. Never give up. Be all you are meant to be. Never give up your right to be happy. Never give up. It's your life.